that we'll try and understand all the concepts related to integer in a nutshell. Integers are nothing but the combination of both the positive and negative numbers plus 0. We denote integers with the letter Z. What we are going to do now is we'll try and represent integers on the number line. So imagine this is the number line. So in the middle we will be getting 0. In the middle we will be getting 0, and on the right hand side of 0, we will be getting all the positive numbers. We will be getting all the positive numbers, and it will go on till infinite. On the left hand side of 0, we will be having all the negative numbers. And it will go on till infinite. All the numbers which are on right hand side are bigger than all the numbers which are on left hand side. So imagine if we are to know whether 0 is big or minus 3 is big. Which is bigger, children? Is minus 3 big or 0? So in order to find that itself, we will be using this theory. So for minus 3, 0 is on the right hand side or left hand side? Right hand side. So whenever on number line, if we have one number on the right side of another number, whatever number which is on the right hand side is bigger. So now in our example, minus 3 is bigger or 0 is big? Obviously 0 is bigger. In integers, if we know 4 rules, then it will become very easy for us. If we know 4 rules of integers, then it will become very easy for us. What are those rules? So whenever we are multiplying plus with a plus, we will be getting positive number. So what is it, children? Whenever we are multiplying positive number with a positive number, we will be getting positive number. So plus into plus is plus. So in the same way, whenever we are multiplying a negative number with one more negative number, then what do we get, children? We again get positive number. Next, children, so if we multiply a negative number with a positive number, we again this time will be getting negative number. What do we get, children? If we multiply a negative number with a positive number, we will be getting negative number. Next one, if we are multiplying a positive number with a negative number, then we will be getting negative number. So if we understand these 4 rules now, children, then integers chapter will become very easy for us. So now see one more time. So if we multiply a positive number with a positive number, we will be getting a positive number. So if you are multiplying negative into negative, positive. Minus into plus, minus. Plus into minus, minus. How we can remember, children? So in a simple way, what we can do is that if we have two same symbol numbers, whether it's positive or negative, we will be getting positive. So if we have two different sign numbers, what we will be getting? We will be getting negative. Okay, children? So what we are going to do is that we are going to discuss few examples on addition. Now imagine first number 5 plus minus 3. First thing, what we have to find? 5 plus minus 3. Now if you observe, children, what do we have here? Plus. And what do we have here? Minus. So plus into minus. So for 5, what do we have first? 5. For 5 is plus 5. We will write it like this itself. Now again, what do we have? Here plus and here minus. So plus into minus, what do we get, children? What do we get it? Minus. So what this will become? Plus into minus, minus 3. Now you can do it very easily. So 5 minus 3, it will be how much, children? 5 minus 3 is 2. Okay, children? Now let us see one more example. This one you already know it. 5 plus 3. 5 plus 3. So what symbol do we have, children? Only one symbol, which is plus symbol. So if we get it like this, then it's very easy. We've all done this so many times. So 5 plus 3, it will be 8, children. 5 plus 3, it will be 8. Move on to the next example. So now imagine we have minus 5 plus 3. Now we have minus 5 plus 3. Now one more thing, children. So whenever we have two different symbols, so here we have minus 5 and here we have plus. So whenever we have two different symbols, what we have to do is that, so if we have minus and plus like this, without or not in this form, simply plus one number minus one number. If we have it like that, what we have to do is that we have to do subtraction. What we have to do, children? We have to do subtraction, and after doing subtraction, whatever bigger number. So imagine this plus number is big, then we will keep plus symbol for that. Imagine if the minus symbol number is bigger, then for answer we will be keeping minus. Understood, children? So what I've told, so whenever we have two different symbols like this, so here also in a way we've done the same thing. So here we have, if nothing is there, what does it mean? Plus. Here what do we have? Minus. So whenever we have two different symbols like this, what we have to do, I said subtraction. So do subtraction. 5 minus 3 is 2. 5 minus 3 is 2. Now what did I told? Whatever number which is bigger. So now which is bigger here? Obviously 5 is big. Now for that 5, what symbol is there? Positive symbol. So now for answer, what symbol we have to keep? Obviously positive symbol we have to keep it. Understood, children? Now we are going to do the same thing here also. Now here we have minus, here we have plus. So what do we have to do? We have to do subtraction. So subtraction, in subtraction, 5 minus 3. 5 minus 3. So this is 5 minus 3 is 2. Which number is bigger, children? 5 or 3? Which number is bigger? 5 or 3? 5 is bigger. Now for that 5, what symbol is there? Minus symbol is there. So now for answer, what we have to keep? Children? Minus. Minus. So answer will become minus 2. So we'll move on to our next example. Minus 5 minus 3. Minus 5 minus 3. So whenever we will be getting two same symbol numbers, what we are going to do is that, so if we have same plus and plus, minus and minus. So whenever we will be having numbers like that, what we will be doing? So we will be adding it. We will be adding that numbers first thing, and when it comes to symbol, if minus are there, for answer we will be keeping minus symbol. So if we have plus and plus, for answer also we will be keeping plus. Children. So now if we come to our previous sum itself, here we have, if nothing is there, what did I told, children? Plus. So one plus number and one more plus number. What we have done? Addition. What we have to do? Addition. So 5 plus 3 will be 8. 5 plus 3 will be 8. So one more thing, what did I told? What symbol we have to keep it? Whatever symbol is there, that same symbol we have to keep it for answer also. So since we have two positive numbers here, plus 5 and plus 3, for answer also what symbol we've kept? Children? Plus 8. Now we'll do the same thing here also. Now we have one minus number here and one more minus number here. So operation we have to do? We have to do the addition. So 5 plus 3 is 8. 5 plus 3 is 8, children. Now that is completed. Now what symbol we have to keep it? What symbol? Plus Is it correct? No, obviously not. This is not correct. Since we have two minus here or two subtraction symbol, minus symbols, for answer also what we have to keep, children? Minus. For answer also what we have to keep, children? Minus. Understood, children?